Yeah, so given the regular season that they had, I'm going to say the performance of Cleveland's guards, Mitchell and Garland, given that this is a team that winning over 60 games is basically run away with the East, even from Boston. How is that going to translate in the playoffs? Like, is this just like a good regular season show, or can you have success with two smaller guards in the playoffs? I would say in previous years, it's like, okay, like they're an inexperienced team, they're a young team, they've never been there before. Garland hasn't been there, Mobley hasn't been there, Allen had a cup of coffee there with the Nets when they lost to Philly. So it's like these guys really aren't experienced. I feel like now that excuse is gone, and it's like, what kind of performance are you going to get out of Garland and Mitchell in the playoffs? And especially when they run into a team like Boston, assuming they get there. I mean, I don't want to discount the winner of Milwaukee or Indiana, but I mean, let's say they get to Boston. Like, how do those guards handle having Jaylen Brown switched out onto them, having to go against Derek White, having to go against Drew Holiday? I think that they've been given a lot of kudos for being a possible finals contender, which they should. They've got one of the best records in the league, but it's like, is that the product of a regular season? And we've talked about it a lot during the course of this season. Is it just the product of a regular season and that won't hold up in the playoffs? I'm just interested to see how those guys hold up in a playoff setting.
Yeah, it's Boston. It's Boston or bust at this point
Yeah,
with this team in the East. I'm not saying they should win NBA Finals, but you win 60 something, 64 games, 63 games this year so far. With a couple days ago, you got to show me something. I'm not fully look. I'm still skeptical about this team, as good as they are. I'm still skeptical in ways that I still see a scenario where New York could beat them in the 7-game series. I'm still
sure.
skeptical in ways I can see Milwaukee, if they're playing like this right now, going to playoffs, and by some miracle Dame comes back in the playoffs, I'm not ruling it out that Milwaukee could beat them in the 7-game series. I have
Yeah,
to see it. I'm not saying Cavs fans. I'm not shitting on you guys. I just got to see it because I got let down 2 years ago when you guys did this whole same thing last 2 years ago. Not obviously not 64, 65 wins good or whatever, but you guys were the hot shots of the East that in 2 years ago, and the Knicks came and embarrassed y'all in 5 games. So you got to gain that trust back. You got to show me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to shit on you guys. I'm rooting you guys do well. I hope you guys do win the East actually this year. To be honest with you, but you got to show me.
and both of those guys were all stars. So I mean, it's like they've gotten a lot of notoriety for how well they've played. I want to see if that holds up in a playoff scenario, because when they played Orlando last year, it was a struggle.